Hey guys, welcome to my blog this week. This week we'll be talking about social justice and conflict and how theater relates to both. To start, we'll be talking about schools. Most schools, I think, try to have programs for all unique interests a student could have. I know at KU there's every club you can think of for students to get involved. When I was in high school, we had all sorts of clubs from Dungeons and Dragons to athletic teams. Both KU, other colleges, and high schools around the whole nation have a theater class or club. The reading we read this week talked about how these programs, but specifically theater, actually plays a role of teaching students collaboration skills as well as other skills essential for everyday life. These are so important in my opinion because there's not really a class in the basic curriculum that teaches life skills and just how to mentally live day to day. Oftentimes schools stress math, English, science, history, government, geography, just depending on the year in school. However, those classes do not really teach the students how to speak to others, communicate their feelings, or really express their emotions. I felt that when I went through school, conflict resolution and restorative justice were only taught in schools if a student showed behavioral concerns and needed punishment. A student who never misbehaved or showed behavioral concern was never really taught conflict resolution or restorative justice because the teachers did not really want to take time away from what they believed was essential learning, like, for example, math class, to teach children something they thought those children already understood. So when all I saw in school was conflict resolution and restorative justice being used as a mechanism for those who got in trouble, I associated it with something of punishment instead of something that needed to be learned. I really enjoyed watching Shakespeare Behind Bars this week. The inmates in the production seemed to be really enjoying performing in their productions. It just made me happy to see that even in a place as gloomy as prison, people were still collaborating and finding joy in theater. One man in the film, I believe it was the warden, mentioned how prison is a place where people should transform their lives. The film helped me realize that prison might just be what some people need to flip their lives around and transform themselves when they get a chance to live in the community outside of prison. I don't believe that everyone who is in prison will choose to transform their lives when they get out, but it is amazing that it is possible that prison can have such a positive effect on someone's life. I do believe that Shakespeare's Behind Bars counts as restorative justice because of the opportunity for inmates to participate in performances and really find joy in prison and choose to change their lives when they are released. Last week in specific, we talked about the carnival. The carnival is a theater for social justice because people are able to express their beliefs and strive for social change through performances, dances, or costumes. Carnival also allows groups of people to form nations where they can protest together through their performances. It allows people who want to see the same change in society to come together in a harmless way. Another performance I think is a theater for social justice is drag shows. I have a friend who participates in them, and he wears rainbow costumes in his performances to show his passion for the LGBTQ community and to protest for their rights and freedoms in society. He says it's his favorite way to express himself while also protesting, and I really do think that is beautiful. So thank you guys for coming to my blog this week, and I will see you next week.